At school, she was an excellent student with outstanding grades. After school, however, she would go to different hotels with various men. Whether they were 40-year-old middle-aged men or 70-year-old elderly men, as long as they could pay her, she would let anyone do anything to her body. And today would become the day she would regret most in her entire life. That evening, she was in bed, exercising with a 70-year-old man. Annie was on top, frantically gyrating her body. But what she never expected was that due to excessive excitement, the old man suddenly passed out on the spot. Annie was frightened and panicked, hurriedly attempting to give him artificial respiration. However, it was all in vain. The old man ultimately died in bed. Annie was terrified and wanted to flee the hotel immediately. Before leaving, she didn't forget to take the tip the old man had given her. Then, she left the hotel without looking back. But how could all this escape the eyes of the police? After discovering the old man's body, the police reviewed the surveillance footage and ultimately locked onto Annie. The police quickly found Annie's mother and told her the truth about what happened. The mother couldn't believe that her well-behaved daughter could do such things. It wasn't until the police found the huge amount of cash Annie had hidden at home that the mother had to face this cruel reality. When Annie returned home, her mother said the police had already told her everything and advised her not to continue. But Annie smiled eerily, causing her mother to break down instantly. Her fists fell heavily on Annie's body, yet they also deeply pierced the mother's heart. However, she didn't know that the Annie of the past could never come back. Annie didn't stop. Instead, she became even bolder. One night when she came home, Annie gave her stepfather a charming smile. Then she actually sat down beside her stepfather. The current Annie had ultimately embarked on a path of no return because of her biological parents' divorce.